Hi guys, as I mentioned last weekend, we're doing some catch-up videos for the retro game hauls because I know that not everyone likes the retro game hauls, but I do like to keep up to date with what's going on because I do love retro gaming, and because I've had a lot of time sometimes to go out and get charity shop hauls, or CX has sent me a load of batched stuff in bits instead of all at once. I've ended up with 2 or 3 retro game haul videos a week sometimes where I can only put one up. So what I'm doing at the moment is doing catch up. I think I should only need this video here and the previous one, then we'll be caught up. But if we need more, then there'll be another one in the future as well. And like I said, they're going up at the weekend, so they're not part of the regular schedule. And if you're not into retro game hauls, you can skip this video and the other retro game catch-up video, and you won't miss anything. So anyway, let's get straight to it. Hello everyone and welcome to another Game Hauls video. So today I've got an awful lot to get through, so it's going to be a long one. Let's get straight to it. I'm going to start off by saying that recently I not only went to CEX to check what was in the shop lately, but also made a fairly substantial order on the internet, which not all of it's turned up yet, so I've still got some to come, and that'll have to be in another video because I can't wait around for that all day. So let's start off with two that, whoops, I've managed to buy doubles, but thankfully they're very cheap, so I'll end up just using them as replacement cases at some point. And that's FIFA 06 again, and Tiger Woods 2007. I thought I didn't have this one. I thought I had 06, but I didn't have 06, and I've got 07 instead. So managed to get those two, but never mind. They're reasonably cheap and they're good quality cases, so I can use them for replacements later on. But let's quickly breeze through some of the ones that I managed to pick up from CEX. Now, this one, when you see that, what do you think? Because I thought it was a tie-in to the Eddie Murphy film, but it's not. It's a blatant cash grab. It's a weird one. You basically wander around a map talking to animals that you find in the street. Now, normally you would say, well, that's all right. Dr. Dolittle can say hi to local cats and dogs. And yes, he can, but what about a tiger? What about a cow standing in the middle of a busy city street? What about a giraffe? That's what happens in this game. It's a weird one, so this is definitely getting a review on Game Hammer because it's funny. And speaking of ones that are getting reviews on Game Hammer, G1 Jockey. Now, this one is an oddity. It's like a football management thing for racing, kind of. But it's presented in the style of a visual novel. So what I thought was going to happen when I was watching it was, is my character going to end up shagging this stable owner? Because that just seems weird. But that's the kind of setup that this visual novel style laid out for me. So it was weird. But it seems like a fun game. So I'm going to have a review of this on Game Hammer at some point. And it's really pretty good. The case hardly opens because it's not used much. Good quality manual, and the disc is in good quality too. So that's fun. I'm going to have a bit of fun with that one. Next up we have one that's an Xbox exclusive from the original Xbox era, so different from the PlayStation range that I normally get, and it's Star Wars Obi-Wan. This is the one I've seen around in a lot of different shops over the years, and it doesn't seem to have been very popular. Apparently it's not the best Star Wars game ever, but never mind. Good quality manual, case hardly opens, which is an indicator of its quality, I suppose, and the disc's pretty good, so not bad for 75 pence. Now, finally, I've managed to track down a copy of FIFA 09 in a really nice quality case, and good quality manual, discs here and everything, and I'm really happy with that because that means I've got the entire FIFA set for PS2 now, so I'm really happy with that one. And speaking of finished sets, Madden 2005 finishes my set for Madden, and again, it's in really good quality, hardly opens on the case. The manual's in great quality and the disc is pretty good too. It wouldn't load when I first picked it up because, as it turned out, it had a very greasy fingerprint on the bottom, but I've given the disc a clean and it all works very well now. Now let's move on quick. I'm trying to get through this as quick as I can because there's lots. Genma Onimusha. And this one is one I actually got as a package with my original Xbox and ended up selling because I had Onimusha on PlayStation 2. Thought, why do I need 2 copies? And I've kind of regretted that ever since because I only got £1 or so for it at the time. And yeah, I kind of regret it. But now, back in this collection. 75 pence, can't really say much for that. So technically I kind of made money off it, if you think about it. But basically I swapped Genma Onimusha in the shop for £1 credit and bought a very old PS2 game, and I can't remember what it was. So that's how memorable that was. Speaking of PS2 games, this one's an oddity. Gift. I think this is the first time I'd ever saw it, was when it was in the shop, but it's got a weird picture in the front, and the characters look really quite awful. They're all ugly, every single one of them. Even the humans look like they come from the uncanny valley, so yeah, it's not going to be brilliant, you can tell from the cover, but it seems interesting. It's an old-style platformer in 3D. It's not the best ever, but it's not the worst, but the case is in good quality. The manual's in good quality, and the disc is in good quality, so for £1.50, I'm quite happy with that. Speaking of good quality though, Total Overdose. This was a lot of fun when I tried it out to make sure it worked. The case has damage on the back and it's a bit worn, but I'm not going to complain too much. In fact, the case is a replacement case, as you can see from the inside. But the manual is in good condition, and the disc is in good condition, and the game is a lot of fun, so I'm not going to complain. It's good fun. Now, Rugby Challenge 2006, this wasn't good fun. Yeah, I'm not a fan of rugby. I'm trying to assess the games in terms of quality, but I don't even know whether they're depicting a proper game of rugby. So what can I say? They work, that's about as far as it goes. No manual, but the disc's in pretty good condition, so overall not too bad. Talking to two games that are good quality though, Red Faction 1 and 2, and these were fun. I gave them a try and I just got into it straight away, so I'm going to have a lot of fun with these. Quickly give a check, yeah. Good quality manual and good quality disc. And for the sequel is really good quality manual. In fact, it's probably not actually been out of the box, and good quality disc. So I'm very happy with those. Worms Forts, another one of the Worm series. Was this like the EA Sports titles? It just had a new one every year. Is that how this works? My goodness. Good quality manual and good quality disc with a good quality case. But, yeah, the game... Now, here's one that... I'm glad I got it now rather than have to track it down later on, because it's SpongeBob SquarePants. And I don't like SpongeBob SquarePants because... Here's the thing. My character, Knob Mouse, was the first webcomic character from the first webcomic from Britain in 1996. He predates SpongeBob SquarePants by about a year and a half. Maybe a year, an argument could be made. And ever since SpongeBob launched, I have had people telling me that Knob Mouse rips SpongeBob off. Knob Mouse predates SpongeBob SquarePants. I created the character of Knob Mouse in 1988. The comic came out in 1996 and has been going ever since. It's celebrating its 20th anniversary this year, in fact, the comic. And I'm getting sick of people saying that Knob Mouse rips off SpongeBob. The two are completely different. The only similarity is that they're kind of squarish, and they're both yellow with big noses. And that's it. That's the only thing. Knob Mouse owns a cafe, yes. This guy works in a fast food joint under the sea. That just annoys the hell out of me. So, I'm glad I got this without having to track it down and spend a huge amount of time, effort, and money on something that features someone that really, really has made my life a misery for the past 20 years. Good quality case, as you can see, hardly opens. Good quality manual, possibly not even been read. But, no, it's got a couple of creases, so it has been read. And the disc is in good quality too. It's iToy as well, so you can get a lot of fun from waving your hands around on it. Moving on, we have Ghost Recon. There's not much I can say about this apart from it works, and if you're into this kind of tactical shooter, then I'm sure it's pretty good fun. For me, I didn't really know what to do and didn't really have much time to play it. Someone else has also not had much time to play it because that hardly opens, so it's hardly been used. But the manual does have a couple of creases in it, so I think it's been out of the box, and the game is in good condition. Case is in brilliant condition, so I can't complain for that. Now here we have one that I've been looking forward to finding somewhere and picking up. Good quality case and good quality manual. I've been looking forward to picking this up because it looks like a lot of fun. And people say it's great. Spider-Man 2. And as you can see, a good quality manual, but it has clearly been read. Still got the security tag in it because I can't get that thing out without damaging the case. And yeah, altogether pretty good. So I tried this out last night, and it was a lot of fun. Just swinging around and playing as Spider-Man is great. But here's the funny thing. Disney Infinity, like what I've got here, does Spider-Man better. He's just so well done in Disney Infinity. It feels like he's swinging through the city, and he's got a lot of character to him. So I was really impressed. So I'm going to see how this compares when I get a bit further through the game. But at the moment, I really like the implementation that they've done in Disney Infinity. Okay, moving on, we've got Codename Kids Next Door. And this is in really good condition. There's a little bit of wear on the back, but not a huge amount. And the front's a little bit scraped, but not too bad. The manual is in pretty good condition, and the game is in good condition as well. Overall, really impressed with that. I think it's come out of someone's collection. I think someone has sold another set of games to CEX recently in where I live, and that's where I'm getting some of these better quality titles from. But the game itself, I'm really not impressed. The first character you meet is toilet themed, so that, is that the level of humour? But it is a kids thing, so I suppose I can't complain too much. Next up we have Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, which, yeah, played quite well. I'm not massively into the Harry Potter games. I do have one for the Wii, because it let you use the remote control as a wand. It's like Expelliarmus and all that. It's good fun. Good quality manual, good quality case, good quality, what's the word? Disc. So, not bad quality either, so happy with that. But here's one I've been looking for a while, because I want to do a review of it and compare it with the GameCube version that I've got, which I got when I actually bought my GameCube secondhand. And the Xbox one I bought a while back, and that's Burnout. Burnout's a great fun game. When I first started playing it, I didn't like it because I didn't realise what it was. I thought it was a proper racing game, but it's not. It's a spectacle racer, and that's what the difference is. If you accept that, there's a lot of fun to be had. Now, the problem I have here is the manual has a slight tear in the top corner, and that's because Game branded it with one of their pre-owned stickers. Now, I managed to get most of it off, and then it stuck and tore at the top, just as I was finishing. I was very unhappy about that, but aside from that, it's not bad quality. The disc's in good condition, and the case is in pretty good condition too, so I'm happy with that. Moving on, we have another Burnout game, Burnout 3. And again, the case is in pretty good condition. But unfortunately, there's no manual this time, so I'm going to have to track one of those down. But the disc itself is in pretty good condition, so that's not bad. There's an F written on the disc, which I don't know what that is, but I can probably get that off. But it feels like it's stuck on, or it might just be the way the print's on it. But that sticker says destroy the rules. It feels like it's stuck on. I think it isn't. I think it's just the way it's printed. But it's quite cool anyway. So yeah, Burnout 3. Really impressed with this one. It's good fun. I think Burnout Revenge, or whatever it is a slightly better game. It has a better feel of speed and action. But it's pretty good anyway. Now next up we have The Sims 2 Pets. I was a big fan of Sims 2. I have Sims 2 and Sims 2 University on PC, and it's good fun to play. And I've been collecting the Sims sets over the last few weeks. Got most of them now, I think. Have I? I think there aren't that many for PlayStation 2, so I'm pretty sure I've got most of them. But really good quality manual, good quality disc. The case is in pretty good condition too, so not bad, eh? Next up we have a couple of Onimusha games, Onimusha 3 and Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. This one's an oddity. It doesn't have the main character. This one does. And they're both pretty good games, and I've been having a lot of fun with them when I test them out. So let's have a quick look. Good quality case for 3, but no manual, just the bump that comes with it. But the disc is in pretty good condition, so I'm happy with that one. I'll have to track down the manual though. And for Dawn of Dreams, this is heavy, so I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's got a good condition manual, really nice quality there. And both the discs are here in good condition. So I was really happy with that one. Now, next up we have Fight Night Round 3. Boxing game, I'm really not sure how to play these games. I mean, it loads, and I tried it out, and it seemed pretty good. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing, so I can't really assess it. A bit like the rugby ones. Decent quality manual, it has been read a fair amount. And the case itself is in not bad condition, but there are marks on the inlay, so there's that. But the disc, I had to have the disc cleaned up, but it cleaned up really well and it works now, so I'm not going to complain about that. Next up we have, if this wasn't the launch title, then it's a very early one, and that's Wipeout Fusion, which I think everyone's had their say about this one now, so I can't really say much more. The disc keeps falling out, which is a concern. I'm going to have to replace this case. But the disc is here, and the manual's in pretty good condition as well, so overall not too bad. If I just replace the case, then it'll be fine. Next up we have another Sims game, Sims 2 Castaway. This one's quite light, so I'm going to assume there's not... Oh, no, there is a manual, just it's quite light. The case has gunk in it, I'm going to have to clean it up. The manual has a bit of gunk on it as well, so it's clearly been used. But the disc is in pretty good condition. Another one of those... stuck on the back, just there. These things seem to be a plague that just turn up everywhere. The game equivalent of locusts? I don't know. And that wouldn't go that far, it's not too bad. But yeah, grubby condition case. It's not massively bad, but it does look fairly pre-owned. But never mind. Next up we have, told you this is going to be a long one, Spider-Man 3. This one's a lot of fun as well, like Spider-Man 2, but not quite as fluid on the gameplay, which is weird. You'd have thought it would be just a step-up improvement, but never mind. Really good condition case. And the manual... It has been read a few times. It's got creases in it, a couple of dents, but the bump's here as well, and the game itself is in good condition, so I'm quite happy with that. Oh, we're getting through them. Next up we have Mission Impossible Operation Suma. Again, this is a replacement case, no manual whatsoever, and the disc's in pretty good condition, so I'm not going to complain too much, but yeah. Not bad. Not the best game ever, but not bad. Right, that is the limit of the stuff I've got from CEX. Yeah, I'm just checking around. It is. So, after I'd done that, I went and decided, well, I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag on my 360, because I got it as free last year, with free with gold, which I've now cancelled. I don't get gold anymore. So I ended up losing all my saves, because I was using cloud saving. Whoops. So I've had to start again with Black Flag, and I'm enjoying it so much that I decided to go out and buy every single Assassin's Creed that I could get hold of for the 360. The only one I don't have now is Rogue, from what I can tell. So let's have a quick go through these. Well, we'll start with Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag in the metal case, which is really nice. I'm very happy with this. It's got both the discs, and they're in good quality. Good condition there. Manual's here in really nice condition, so I'm happy with this. The only thing I'm not happy about is that this disc does pop out a lot. And I have a horrible feeling that that's going to get damaged if I keep opening this. So I'm probably just going to put it on a shelf and hope for the best for now. Just get that away quickly and carefully. Yep. And then we have Assassin's Creed 3 in a really nice condition case. And again, it's got both the discs and a good quality manual. Really happy with that, and extra bump. The codes have been used because I got it secondhand, but never mind. I'm not interested in stuff like that. I've said this before. Games where most of the game is on downloadable content, I'm not interested in. But these games where there's a lot of good gameplay on the disc, yeah, I'll take that any day. I'm happy with that. Next up, Assassin's Creed Revelations. This one has damage, as you can see there. It's just unfortunate. But the manual is in good condition, and the extra bump is there. So I'm happy with that. And the game itself is in good condition. So I can't really complain, good quality. Then we have Brotherhood. Again, good quality case. It's in pretty good condition. The manual has creases on it. It has been used. And the game itself is in good condition. The Assassin's Creed 2, it keeps going, doesn't it? They did really start bringing these out, churning them out like a year. Again, extra bump, stuff here, there. All the codes have been used. The manual is in good condition though. And the disc itself is in good condition as well, so happy with that. And then where it all starts, the original Assassin's Creed. Really good condition case. This has been kept lovingly, I think. Good condition stuff here. Manual is in good condition, the bump is there, and the disc itself is in really nice condition. Overall, that's not bad for, what was it, £12 for all of those games for the entire set? I'll take that. That's happy. And because it was buy 3 get 1 free essentially, so 3 for 2. Yeah, and because it was 3 for 2 on those, and there's only 5 there, I decided I would splash out and get the special edition version of Forza 2. And this is really good. I was really impressed. I thought it might just be 2 disc cases in it, but it's not. This is the manual for Forza 2 and the special edition, because they've gone into so much detail about the manufacturers of the cars themselves. This, I think I may have to have a sit down just to browse through it sometime. It's like a coffee table book for the game. It's really good, and I'm really impressed. I'm glad I picked this version up now. The game inlay itself has a bit of scuff and scrape on it, but the manual, apart from a couple of dents on the bottom, is in really nice condition, and the game is in great condition itself. So I am really, really happy with that. I was so impressed. So that is a nice little haul there, and that just topped off that 3 for 2 thing. So I've basically got a couple of them free. Now, another thing that I did order from CEX, because I love Disney Infinity, is a few figures. So I've got here Phineas from the first set, and the Lone Ranger and Tonto, also from the first sets. Now, the Lone Ranger has some marks on the back, which I don't know whether they sent them marked because I ordered this online, they thought they could get rid of damaged ones, or whether he's got damaged on transit. But I've decided that it's on the back and it's only a couple of scrapes here and there, so I'm going to keep him. Tonto appears to be undamaged at all, so I'm definitely keeping him, and the Phineas. The 2 that I won't be keeping, because these ones are quite badly damaged, is Syndrome, and he's actually got damage that someone's attempted to repair. Yeah, I don't know whether you can see it on the camera or not, but someone's attempted to repair him with either white paint or Tipex, which is very noticeable, so he's going to have to go back for that reason. And Agent P from Phineas and Ferb, I was very unhappy because I really, really like this character. He's got marks and scuffs and damage on him. So those 2 are going to go back. It's because it's discoloured on his hat. It's things like that. It's just, no, come on. You can't fob this stuff off on people who order online. That's just not how it works. But I also picked up the game crystal for Lone Ranger, so that worked out quite nicely. Plus the discs that come with the Phineas and Ferb special double pack, the ones that you don't get normally if you buy them separately. Plus a limited edition Pog as well. Not limited edition, you know, the rarer Pog for the flying room, as they call it, for Phineas and Ferb. That'll round out the set quite nicely. So that was a nice haul. I'm sad that Syndrome and Agent P are damaged, because Syndrome, everywhere I see Syndrome, he seems to be damaged. It's quite annoying. But anyway, let's move on. Now, there is more, which is why this has taken so long. Recently, I've done the tours of various charity shops. So let's have a look at what I got from there. Now, first up we have The Sims Busting Out. Now, this is in really nice condition. I mean, it's obvious use on the front, there's a bit of scrape, but the manual's here and the game's here, so it's all in nice condition. When I put this game in, the first thing that happened was that my character got sexually harassed in a bar by a guy making wolf whistles who wouldn't leave her alone. That's the first thing that happened when I played this game. So, Sims Busting Out, I don't think I'll be playing this again, because the thing, what the hell were you thinking, game developers? That's just inexcusable. So yeah, I was not happy with that. The game works, but my goodness, I won't be playing it again. Good grief. Next up we have Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, in pretty good condition. I mean, there's scrapes and wear and tear in the front. You'd expect that. It's a kid's game. It's going to get damaged. Good condition manual, though, and the game itself is in good condition. So overall, I was happy with that. Next up, we have a very late one for Tiger Woods, and that's Tiger Woods 10, which I got for £1, even though it's worth a few quid more than that. The manual's been used. It's got creases on it. The game is pretty good condition, though. So overall, I'm happy. The final one from the Tiger Woods on PS2, if I remember correctly. And then, to finish off my NHL set, for another one for £1, NHL 09. And I'm really impressed to have got this because it's one that doesn't turn up an awful lot at CEX, so I was thinking it was going to take me a while to get it just to finish that set, but I'm happy with it. Manual's there in good condition, the game's there in good condition. It's one of those late edition cases that's really flimsy, so I have to be careful with it, but overall for £1, I'm not going to complain. Now, that would be it for what I've been buying recently, but then my brother-in-law sent me a message saying that the shop that his mother works in has got in some games and would I be interested. So he sent me a list of them and I picked out 2 that, yeah, I had to have them. So these were $3.50 for the pair. The first one is Over the Hedge and it's in pretty good condition. Yeah, the manual, again, looks like it's never been read. The box hardly opens, so you can tell that it's not been used much. Disc's in great condition. It looks like a reasonably fun game, even though it isn't made by DreamWorks, which is like the poor man's Pixar. But the case is in great condition, manual and game are there. So I'm really happy with that. Paid slightly over the odds, but I'm not going to complain because the other game is Spyro: A Hero's Tale. So for both of them for £3.50, when this is a £5 or £6 game, I'm not going to complain about that. Now, there is a bit of damage, well, a fair amount of damage to the front there, and the inlay. And the manual itself is creased a bit, but I can deal with that. But the game is in good condition, so overall I'm really, really happy to have picked that up, because it's very hard to get hold of games like that. But then he said, well, I don't use my PlayStation anymore because it's broken, so would you like the games I have? I said, yeah, how much do you want for it? He said, no, you just have them. So thank you very much for that. So here we are, here we go. He's given me Micro Machines V4, which is in really good condition. I mean, he's kept good care of all his games, that's for certain. So this is in good condition for the case. The manual is in perfect condition, and the game is in great condition as well. Really, really happy to have that one, because I love the Micro Machines games. I have done since the Mega Drive days. Next up we have Tomb Raider Legend, which again is in great condition. Manuals here, hardly opens because, you know, kept properly. Manual's in great condition, disc is in great condition, really, really good quality there. Now this one, actually I lent him it years ago and then didn't get it back, so did get it back eventually, of course. It's Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. Now I do have a replacement copy of that, but it's all here. Manual, great condition, well of course it is, because mine. The CD is in great condition, and the case is not bad either. I think I've got a little bit of water damage, but never mind. Then next up we have, oh my goodness, Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and Worms 3D. I have all of these, of course, and they're all in great condition. Manuals are here, discs are here, so I'm happy with that. They're good quality. But this, oh my goodness, this one. Resident Evil 4 in the metal case with the extra guides. So we have the manual and the guide. Now the strategy guide I didn't have in the version that I bought the other day. By the time you've seen, if you've looked at previous episodes, by the time you get this one, then you'll have seen that one where I'm talking about having to track down the guide. Well, I don't have to do that now. Disc is here in great condition, and thankfully, now that I've seen this, confirms that although that is a case that would hold an extra disc, it doesn't actually hold an extra disc in this case. So there we are. Really, really happy to have that one. Next up is a one that I bought and played, finished in a day, and then gave it as a gift to my little nieces. And it's Hello Kitty Roller Rescue. Now, I did buy a replacement one for this recently because it was, I think, 50p. But this copy, which was mine, and I bought brand new, has the stickers. And the stickers don't turn up much because obviously the kids who have this game love the stickers. So the stickers are there in great condition. Manual's there, never been read. Disc is in great condition. My original copy, back in the collection. Next up we have another couple of games which they're pretty good as well. I really do enjoy this particular one, Twisted Metal Black. Now, a lot of people say the Twisted Metal series, yeah, it's okay. I love it. I love this one. I mean, yeah, sure, the controls aren't great compared to more modern games these days, but it's still a lot of fun. So, manual's in great condition, extra bumps there as well, and the game is in good condition too. Case is in brilliant condition. Like I said, he takes care of his games, and that is going to sit in my collection. I do already have a copy, so I'll make sure I've got the best quality copy that I can have. Then next up we have, even though Jen and I spent ages looking for this and finally just got a copy from Cash Converters, Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. Again, really good condition because he takes care of his stuff. The manual's here, perfect condition. The disc is in great condition. There we are. Not bad. So thank you again for sending those in. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to give out details on the internet. But thank you. You know who you are, and thank you very much. So there you are. Like I've said before, I think this should be the last one that we need, and then we're caught up. So even if we're not, it'll be on weekends when these go up, and it won't be throughout the regular schedule, so you won't miss anything. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you did like this, and if you did, remember to click the like button, and share this with your friends so that they can see what's been going on with retro gaming too. And do subscribe for future videos, because there'll be more in the future. We'll be back to our regular schedule after this one. And anyway, thanks very much for watching. I've been Zoe Kirk-Robinson. You've been watching The Zog on ZJKR, and I'll see you next time.